game number
Let's
2.
go, bro. Game
so Land
kedua.
of Dawn will be where these two teams
Falcons Philippines
kind of
versus
face off
Alpha
against each
7
other. This time we
Esports.
are going to have Alpha 7 Esports on the blue side, Team Falcons Philippines on red side. See if it's going to be any different, right? Early bush control mid side to prevent any sort of cheeky moves from the Franco. So this is going to be kind of the predicted start. Obviously, Kautizi getting a slightly faster hit start.
Okay. So let's see. Will it be an action-packed early game, or will it be somewhat similar like the first game? Oh, that's a hook from Ogun just to delay the farm take of Kingzilla.
It's already bad news because Kautizi has already gotten both buffs. Now going for the Little Wanderer. He has just Ogun essentially guaranteed a lead for Kautizi. Just under the first minute, the skill lizard will be stolen as well. So Kingzilla needs to keep tabs of that. And look at where Ogun is, right? Bottom side of his own jungle. So an invade for Alpha 7 isn't going to be as straightforward as they wanted it to be.
And it does feel like it feels like a game 1 here where the first 2 minutes will not have a first blood. Looking at the talents and emblems here, okay, Master Assassin for the Moskov, Vessel of Blood for Super Marco here. Perhaps just wants to stay alive a bit there, a little bit more sustainable. Lucas, though, yeah, he went all in with the firmness, with the fighter talent as well, but he wants some kills with the Assassin emblem.
Yeah, Assassin emblem, but with the Brave Smite. Beside Ogun hiding in the bush too. The hook lands on the Dominic and they're going to jump on him. Dominic flickers to safety, able to dash away to buy distance. Just in time for the turtle to spawn. So Dominic, even if he hits 4, he's not going to be at full health. No flicker to work with.
Interesting, right? Usually the EXP and the mid clears top, but it is actually Takashi clearing top and both mid and EXP clearing mid. So let's see here the adjustments. Will it be fruitful?
Flap is going to show himself right now. Feather airstrike. Lucas jumps straight into it. That's going to be Purify used by few. His ultimate gets cancelled. First blood given over to Alpha 7. SOD goes wide. Big damage from Dominic. He's able to weather the storm. The hook from Ogun lands, but only onto the Eternal Guard. The snipe from Super Marco takes out Dominic with the splash. Death Sonata will secure the kill. Turtle going over to Kingzilla. Meanwhile, Kautizi forced out of his own jungle as Takashi makes sure that he doesn't get much done. Orange buff. Now being contested, Kautizi attempts to get it. Should be able to secure it, no problem. At the end of the day, Alpha 7 only got 1 kill.
Yeah, I mean, Kingzilla doesn't want to be greedy. In the bottom side, almost a solo there by Super Marco. Forced Gusta to use his own flicker there. But wow, I like it, right? The adjustment seems like it is fruitful. Top lane though, Dominic goes down for the second time here. Team Falcons, they're finding compensation.
Really punishing Dominic and his lack of flicker. I feel like if he had the flicker during the turtle fight, it could have been slightly different. But either way, that top lane is essentially dead. Alpha 7 would just have to play the rest of the game knowing that Dominic is going to have a hard time recovering. As Falcons have already shut him down.
Yeah. That was a flicker by Flap there. He doesn't want to gamble anything. For now, it's just a reset here, just 3 kills for both teams. And yeah, Takashi again opening things up, looking for bushes, looking for Ogun, and that's an Ogun.
Yeah, Ogun will find you, and that Syndra did. And Takashi has a lot of weight on his shoulders, right? He got to check all these bushes. They're gonna look for Super Marco. Easy kill with the help of Gusta. Takashi also spotting on where Ogun is. No Shunpo means the hook will connect. Takashi still able to dash away. But a kill on the Super Marco is always going to be good.
It will, right? And again, another reset here before the second turtle comes up. And let's see here. If the SOD lands this time, I'm sure Gusta will join in. Not like the first turtle take. And let's see here. Team Falcons seems like they will not give this turtle for free.
Attempt to contest. The hook does miss. Again, Alpha 7 gets the second turtle off the game. A good kick to isolate Flapteezy from the rest of the team. Flapteezy wanted to run away. All 5 members of A7 on his tail. Flapteezy He's gonna get knocked out by the Jit Kundo and secured by A7.
Okay, again, another good turtle take here. It does seem like with the Franco, you know, Ogwin cannot really open bushes or let's say open things up, you know. Game 1, he was on a Kelaz, so he was able to find more engages. But with this Franco, it seems like Team Falcons struggles to find the right connection team fight-wise, though. It's just 200 gold for Alpha 7.
They're definitely making way better adjustments. Kakashi on this show has been doing his due diligence. Instant bloody hunt to try and take Kakashi down, but Kakashi still able to get away. Good body blocks from A7. Def Sonata will not connect, conceal. Ogwin and Field, that one also thwarted. A7 gets away.
Okay, seems like it's going to be a trade, right? Top turret for bot turret. Team Falcons is on that first turret, so they will trade the first structure here. Each getting one, and yeah, if you take a look at the gold, yeah, nothing much. Oh, that's a hook.
Dominic once more getting reeled in and killed off. 30 seconds until the next turtle. Dominic will be back in time, but as much as Ogwin is on this Franco, you can still see like he has focusing mark, right? Extra damage for his teammate, extra movement speed, but on top of that, as the game progresses, every single hook is going to turn into a confirmed kill with the amount of burst that they have.
Not a fun game here if you're Dominic, but let's see here. Oh, that's a kick.
On the flat, Flickers gets away. Cow will get top tier 1. Nothing much was lost.
It's crazy. It's crazy because that's a kick on towards just Flap though, so I don't think it's worth it. Perhaps a miscalculation there, but that's the OSOD. Definitely will not be committed. Seems like Gusta La Gusta will opt for the turret take instead, knowing a lot of members committed towards that turtle pit. So yeah, right now, even then Gusta La Gusta wasn't able to get that turret. So for now, Team Falcons has more map pressure here with 2 turrets already taken down from the side of Alpha 7 Esports.
Ogwin with the concealed Takashi, does he see that though? That info, very important. So this is not going to yield anything. Maybe giving some map control. Ogwin being mid-side. It's going to make it a bit harder. Eternal Guard lands on the 2. Takashi also pops his own conceal. Both teams just making sure that they don't give up too much space.
Not yet. Not yet. I guess, right, Ogwin, if it does land, Team Falcons need to take that kill. Because if it's a hook and a member of Alpha 7 Esports got away, that will be a resource wasted. But at least for the first 8 minutes here, Ogwin's hooks has been delivered. The follow-up damage is always there. And let's see here, already clumping up in that bush. Looking for information. Alpha 7 Esports, I think they sniffed that one out, right? The positioning of Ogwin. Dominic, a juicy target if Ogwin lands a hook.
Will instantly pops the ult to get to the backline. So Phil will use his Purify. That's a hook into a Flicker Bloody Hunt. Unfortunately, Dominic, hard committed, ends up going down. Kaltiti, he has a fresh Holy Crystal. Gonna try and jump in. Super Marco with a snipe. Meanwhile, the kick on Takashi to keep his teammates alive, but still not enough. Takashi sacrifices himself. Kingzilla wants to look for Flap TZ, but doesn't have enough damage to do so. And Super Marco and Ogwin works together to give Super Marco the killing spree. 3 for Team Falcons.
Amazing, amazing. 3 members taken out there. Team Falcons, what a recovery. And what Purify there from Pew. And gives them a chance to counter. That's the mid-tier going down.
And that's an execution. Syndra overstepping boundaries. That means his purple buff is going to be taken out. That is a lot of damage by Few. Gusta just lost half his health bar from 1 airstrike.
It's so nasty, right? The combination of Granger and Farsa. And they're well fed, by the way. So you see that the range is really, really lacking from the side of Alpha 7 here. They can't really do nothing now, right? Because Few, let's say all Alpha 7 Esports wants an engage. You got Few with the airstrike. You got Granger, who can provide vision with the Sonata. And you got also the hooks, where when it lands, all right? The first Lord will fall for the side of Team Falcons. And take a look at the items. Already 1,500 gold difference in that gold and 2,000 gold difference on that temple.
Once more, Team Falcons managed to get the ball rolling, albeit taking a bit longer in this game too, but still now they're in prime position to set up for a checkmate angle. The Depth Sonata really starting to hurt, splash damage. Not to mention that, of course, holy defense mid lane down. Lord bot side, Kelaz tries to go for a rundown. Gusta somehow survives that one. Could have been disastrous, but still need to weather the storm.
Does seem like they have an open base here.
Well, try. Flicker kick. That's on the flap though. The tank is member of the team. The Blade Hunt does get used. Negated overall. Big shockwave. Gusta with an SOD goes in, fights two of his own, looks for Super Marco, but doesn't have enough damage to finish the job. And Kelaz able to keep them at bay, but finished up by Dominic, who flickers back in. Super Marco now is going to be the next contender, and Dominic, he is going to be executed. Depth Sonata in the face of Kingzilla. Team Falcons somehow salvaged the fight.
Wow, that's a great opening there. Takashi looks for something there. Super Marco still has a flicker in hand, so he knows that he is going to be a-okay. But yeah, what an opening there. If we see the replay, right, that's an opening. But take a look at the SOD. Gusta. Suddenly, he is just free hitting two members, almost three. Super Marco got covered. But Kelaz here, a little too aggressive, a lot of cancellations, and he was taken down. Super Marco has the Sky Piercer, so Dominic, yeah, couldn't survive long. He gets out as well, but that was a great defense from the side of Alpha 7. Great goal take as well, so yeah, they somehow equalize here to a certain extent. Still 5,000 gold behind though. At least the damage is there.
I just noticed that just now Gusta actually didn't even use his SOD. He committed a flicker to close the distance.
Crazy.
I feel like if that was an SOD, and he would have kept it flicker, maybe it would have been slightly different. But either way, now without flicker, he has to be a lot more careful. It's going to come back up in the next 30 seconds. Lord up in under 10. This goal lead that Falcons have, definitely not as much as they did in Game 1 at this point of time. In Game 1, they had a 10,000 goal lead at around 12 minutes. So Gusta on this Moskov also able to create a lot more pressure in the side lane. Winds of Nature for him. Kingzilla getting a BOD. Dominic having an Athena shield. It's all to set up for this second defense.
Yeah, Team Falcons here taking the Lord no problem top lane though. Looking for something from the side of Gusta. Almost gets a turret, but that's a slow push. Now, Team Falcons with this Lord, they definitely can try to penetrate through. Let's see if Ogwen lands an early hook.
Conceal, better airstrike just to force Alpha 7 back. There is a knockup. Kick doesn't really come true as Ogwen did flicker away. So that's an inhibitor down bottom side. Lord just spawned. Alpha 7 still needs to somehow pull off this defense, and they have pretty good defense, honestly. Moskov, Vex, some sort of long range poke every now and then from Kingzilla.
And with the Lord, right? I think ideally Ogwen wants a hook here. But if they can't, then let's see here. I guess they can open things up with Kelaz engaging. Lord now almost out. It seems like Team Falcons, their main priorities are just the turrets, and they got it.
Yeah, very well executed. One last way mid side. One hook could end it all. Alpha 7 will have to constantly play from behind from this point onwards. Leaving the map, leaving the base itself is going to be a tough order. Team Falcons,
wow,
constantly looking for an opportunity to see who is lacking. They can run into the hook of Ogwen, committing Feather Airstrike again. Depth Sonata is just long range artillery, left, right, and center.
Yeah, no openings just yet here to find the right fight there. But you can see already the power from Pew, right? That's the Feather Airstrike on towards two members earlier in Alpha 7 Esports. They back off instantly. Yeah, 2k gold lead for Granger, 4k gold lead for that jungler. For Joy, let's see here. Will they be able to close this one out, or will they wait for the next Lord, which will be coming in a minute?
Hook of Ogwen missed again. Just now did use the conceal, but Phil has reached critical mass, right? Two feather airstrikes. was able to take out 80% of Gusta's HP.
Dari
I think
Alpha
if you're
7
Team
nggak
Falcons,
berani
this game is
maju
yours to
guys ya.
lose. Just wait for the Lord, take it, and end the game.
That's the thing. And again, they're just playing it slow. Bottom side will be frozen here, the lane. So the Alpha 7 Esports, they're really lacking in farm. And I guess they want to freeze the top lane, but it is actually slow pushing. So yeah, they're suffocating Alpha 7 Esports, right? In a way, take a look at the 4 members of Alpha 7 Esports. They want to clear the bot, but it seems like it's so far from their reach. They know, though, that Team Falcons is around top lane because the bottom side of the jungle is actually dominated by Alpha 7. But now, Team Falcons, they have rotated towards a Lord's Pit. And I don't think Alpha 7 Esports, they have enough firepower here to do a contest. Kaltizi gets another objective for that Lord.
Man, how do you defend this Lord? Lord number 3 of the game, but with no base turrets and the Lord just running it down mid. All the waves synced up too. It's gonna be tough. They do find Flap TZ. They try to take him down, but Flap again survives with the flicker. Has the immortality to work with. So Alpha 7, they committed a kick, couldn't find anything. Takashi will have to wait for that to come back up, but it will take some time. Ogwen's hook will always be a threat. Let's see, he's gonna pick a four, tries to go for Bloody Hunt instantly. Gets the kill on the Dominic. Flap TZ will go down, but that's only immortality. Better airstrike will zone the rest of A7 away. Execution, Takashi will lose his immortality and come back to life. Lord would be taken care of. Gusta clearing it out with the passive. And A7 doing a pretty good job at defending their base, but they still need 25 seconds for Dominic to come back up. Can they find that opening? A kick onto Ogwen will secure his death. Immortality for him. SOD to the back. Gusta tries to look for Field flickers, but Field gets away with the wings by wings. Gusta with the wings of nation, not enough. And Team Falcons somehow once more weather the storm to find themselves a clean sweep over Alpha 7.
GG banget guys ya.
A last push from Team Falcons.
Oke lah, kita lanjut aja buat game selanjutnya bro. Bye bye.